You guys, welcome back to another video. Resident Evil Requiem is finally freaking here. That is something I'm really excited for. And a lot of us has been waiting for that game for a lot of time, for a long time. And now it's finally here. After all that wait, and we finally made it. We finally made it through. And it kind of makes me curious. You know what? They should make a DLC of what would happen if Leon died in that bad choice, and another DLC about what happens if Leon survives. And one of those choices would be the real story. One of those DLCs would be the true story, what really happens to Leon. And we'll find out by Resident Evil 10. That'll be something I like to look into. Finally got my shotgun in here. Shotgun, baby. I'm gonna blow their heads off clean. Where's the darn key for those lockers? I don't even think they're even around here. Ah! Where are you guys hiding out in? I got a trophy from that. I kind of hope they actually make a Resident Evil Remake 5 and the Resident Evil 6 remake, and imagine what Resident Evil 7 remake would be, and Resident Evil Village remake. Then they start doing Resident Evil Requiem remake. I really hope for Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 remakes. I like to see a remakes of those games. Those are so good. I love Resident Evil Revelations. I love the first and second one. They're so good. My favorite one is the second one. I own the second one on my PlayStation Digital, but I own it by disc on Xbox. Oh, what was that loud banging noise? I was just here. Oh yeah, I have to go through this way. But Resident Evil has gotten better, and we're surprised Leon is in there. But if the true story, if they're actually deciding to end off Resident Evil by killing, they're probably gonna, if they want to like end off the Resident Evil franchise, and you start with the Resident Evil remakes and they're done. Like they will probably start with like where they kill off Leon and then they go to Chris Redfield, kill him off, and start killing off the rest of the characters of their franchise. Really hope it doesn't come to that, because it was an honor to be playing these Resident Evil games and making videos for you guys. So like, I quite just cannot wait till I get Resident Evil Requiem. Even though the game's already out, but... how terrifying the game is going to be. If you guys already have the game, please tell me how scary the game is. I would love to hear how scary it is. And is it true where that big there's this big creepy monster that was in the ad, what was in the post of Resident Evil Requiem? It was like a big scary woman thing, what chases the player. And do they actually like switch, like where you start playing as the female, then where you start playing as the chick, but then and then after it switches you to Leon, and it goes back and forth switching to different characters. Then Leon meets up with the girl, and you can just choose to be with whoever. They actually haven't did a Resident Evil game like that for a long time. We're actually like, they haven't did that ever since with like Waking Evil. Ever since they started with Resident Evil 7, and you haven't did a Resident Evil game where you actually have a teammate with you the whole time. I kind of miss those kind. Probably the only ones I remember you having a teammate is Resident Evil 5, 6. Oh, there, can't forget Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil Code Veronica. Resident Evil 1 that is only sometimes. But I don't get to see you having a teammate often. Oh, and can't forget Resident Evil 0. I just want Resident Evil Requiem just so I could feel the fear. Because that game is going to be by far so terrifying. I just can't wait to see how scary that game is going to be. Do I have that steering wheel thing? Oh, there you go, okay. Yeah, I do not have it. I wonder if it's gonna have like what Resident Evil Village has, where these perks things you can keep getting, but we're gonna find out once they start Resident Evil 10. That is when we are going to find out if Leon actually dies in the story. If the real story, if Leon is actually was supposed to die, or if he's actually supposed to live. That's why they gave us the choice for the good choice and bad choice. Where the bad choice ends with Leon's death, and the good choice ends with his survival. Because those are choices of Capcom is deciding if they're actually going to kill off Leon, or if they're actually not going to kill him off and actually keep him alive. And if decide to choose the good option where he gets to live. But if you guys have chosen the wrong option, once Resident Evil 10 comes out and it reveals the truth, and you guys have chosen the wrong truth, you probably would feel pretty stupid after. Because especially, it'll be worse. You'll feel like that if you're trying to do it by story order, how the story goes, and you're supposed to follow in all this real story's footsteps, but then you choose the wrong option. I want to beat that game quite a lot of times just as a... Let's reveal one of the choices. Oh, there we go. We have that other key for that other doorway.
Damn it. Better see the Duke again.
These bullets are useless to me now. Should have a gun that doesn't even run. I have some guns that don't even run out of ammo. Will end up causing me to beat the game pretty easily. Have I ever gone through here? I don't have no memory. Oh wait, I have gone through here before. Kinda funny, I have no memory of that. But I also been really waiting for a Resident Evil movie, for their next movie. I've always been waiting for their next movie. I've been wanting that so bad. And if they don't, another way how they could reveal the truth about Leon's death, if he really dies in the story, or if he really survives, if he actually survives. That truth will either show up, either that truth will either get revealed in Resident Evil, in the 10th Resident Evil, or if it's going to get revealed in the movie. Capcom, please reveal that truth in the movie, just so that you have your next movie out. Not a live action one like the cartoon one. Because the cartoon one is part of the video game storyline. It's part of the game's story. And you can get revealed of... And you'll also reveal the truth about the Resident Evil story of what really happens. But what you guys actually think what really happens to Leon? Does he really die in the story, or does he really survives? Because with especially when Capcom, when a game company makes a game what has like a whole type of collection of their type of game, but then eventually they actually make a scene to shock the fans where it shows, like when they make it like a good choice and bad choice, where the bad choice where they kill off the main character, and then the good choice where they survive.
What was it?
main character survives.
I found these feathers. Now
They
tell me how
they
to fix
literally
this
make it
so
choices like that, guys, if they're planning on killing off a character.
The little roses flasks.
Where are the rest of them?
They'll make a decision like that. It's a decision.
You have the one. The other
They'll make that decision if they're thinking of killing the character off, but if they're kind of not thinking of killing the character off, and
Mother Miranda,
then they put that as a choice,
ruler of this
as a like an option of
serve
what will end up coming in the story.
First, you've already met the Lady Dimitrescu.
If they're really going to kill off Leon, or if they're not going to kill him off.
Of mist, the doll maker.
Now, while we're speaking,
None of her playmates.
Capcom is making plans. They're making plans if they're going to kill Leon off. If they're going to really kill Leon. If Leon is going to really die and they actually kill him off.
Said that he is not the only monster that lives in those waters.
So what do you guys think? Are you guys wanting them to kill him off, or you guys are upset?
He works in his factory on the village outskirts.
But they might have a vote.
Let's just say parts of the human imagination are,
if they just can't make their mind up, they might. Who knows? They might put up a vote of what you guys really want to see happening in Resident Evil to Leon. If you want to see him kill him off, or you want to see him not kill him off. Guys, he's been in Resident Evil ever since Resident Evil 2, and same with Chris. Chris Redfield's been in Resident Evil ever since the first game. And he's been in it ever since. And the last game he's been in was Resident Evil Village. Like, he's been in Resident Evil 1, he's been in Resident Evil 5, he's been in Resident Evil Code Veronica. I'm trying to think what other Resident Evil game he's been on. I know quite a lot of Resident Evil games what Leon has been on. Especially Leon has been on this Connect game on PS3. What is Choir's Connect? Trying to shoot this guy.
Ah, yes, I have you. Find some quality ingredients.
Well, finally you actually show that.
I can hardly wait. Just excuse me a moment.
Let's get cooking.
Apologies for the wait. Here's your share. Not a bad dish.
That guy's so weird. Why do they make this character so weird? But what is gonna sell us these? What we're gonna are we gonna be like? Are this gonna be like how Resident Evil Village is like, where you can earn like money? You can sell stuff and like get money for like buying new guns and stuff. I kind of hope to see that because I love that part of Resident Evil.
Your coin. Do let me know if you find anything else of value.
Okay, I won't be able to use my guns much. Going in here. Wait. Oh, that's the wrong door. It's this door, the creepy alleyway. The creepy place. This place is so terrifying. Cause that's the kind of fear I kind of hope for. I'm really hoping that's the kind of fear I'm hoping to seek in Resident Evil Requiem. Like that feeling you feel so afraid to like make the next step. Makes you feel like you don't know what's gonna happen and you just feel that fear. Make it more. I like to see it, especially if that's not. I don't see it. If I don't see that not in this Resident Evil game, and the next Resident Evil game, I really hope to see it to be like so dark and just very terrifying. Like, say like you're in a very haunted place and the like doors like like a spirit will just will slam your door on you.
What?
And just scare you, and you can hear like spirits whispering in your ears and everything, and it's just so dark in the room. You need a flashlight, but you get this scary vibe, like this creepy feeling like there's something watching you in the game. And you hear like whispers and a growl in the dark, but there's like nothing there. Then you just get the urge to just keep going. And you have to keep going through in the dark, but you just get this fear feeling like you're so scared to do that. Like you're so scared to like even move. And you just feel that fear adrenaline. I make it compatible with VR to make the creepy vibe more terrifying. Like Resident Evil Village is almost passed to that level. It almost got to that. That's that broken piece of tube, so it goes there.
Losing it?
That's the kind of fear I would love to see in Resident Evil 10. And also add like Claire Redfield in it too. We would love to see what Claire Redfield would look like. Like, I want them to keep going with the Resident Evil franchise for a while and just keep making vibes like this. Keep making them terrifying, more scarier than ever. And the more they make, the scarier it gets. The more terrifying the game gets. Like how terrifying I hope to see from a next Resident Evil game. Like, do it like that, but make it extra scary. Like, make it so scary you're like screaming in fear. I love to see a Resident Evil game that terrifying. I would love to see in that. But I'm really hoping to actually get to see Resident Evil Revelations 3. A lot of people has been asking for that game, and I'm really hoping for them to actually make Resident Evil Revelations 3. Especially when Resident Evil Requiem came out, it kind of leaves us clueless of what Resident Evil game it's yet to come. Because when they're done the remakes, especially when they finish all the remakes of Resident Evil, what other Resident Evil game is going to be coming soon? What they're going to start working on? Like, what their plans are for a next Resident Evil game. And what are they going to call it, though? Like, they started, like, naming, like, the higher-up Resident Evil games, like, Resident Evil... Like Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Biohazard, and like for Resident Evil 8, Resident Evil Village. And Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Requiem. So if they're gonna do Resident Evil 10, what are they gonna call that, right? Imagine they call their next Resident Evil game, the Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Darkness. Oh, that kind of sounds stupid, actually, but have like more of like a, I think when they make it much more terrifying than every game they've ever made it more like more darker and terrifying. They should give it like a creepy name, like a very creepy name. What could give you a creep? What kind of give you the creeps? It's just give you a terrifying name, just to give that creepy vibe with that Resident Evil game. Well, that's something we don't have. It's like the 9th Resident. It's like the 10th Resident Evil game. It's going to be like explains what happened to all these characters after Resident Evil Village. If you think about it, their story is not really done yet. That's like the combination. Why do they look like they're all like eyes are just like shut? And there's the key. What we need. Or like this for example, for Resident Evil Village.
That's a kid. Can you believe it? She's so energetic.
This game has this part. This is like the only part that actually has that terrifying vibe. It has that very scary vibe to it. What actually freaks you out, pretty much. But this game actually terrifies you. Like, you want to feel the fear? This game will make you feel it all. Like, this is the only part what actually makes you feel all the fear. Like, they give you a lot of fear. But Resident Evil Requiem, you can tell the look of that game, how you could just tell Resident Evil Requiem is going to have the same biohazards from Resident Evil 4. Where? And if you guys want the combination, it's right here for this door. So you guys don't have the fuss to mess around with this. It's 052911. Twinkie 9. Liking. And it goes 11. Right there. This is where you kind of have this creepy chill going down this area. But this is where you get to run into that scary baby thing. You get to run into that creepy baby thing, and that's the kind of fear I love seeing in Resident Evil. like that creepy feeling, like it just scares you.
Why is this here?
Well, we have the key for it. Give me back. Right there, yeah. We have the key for that. Yeah, it stays there. See if it's gonna work now. No, I did not. Whoa, I'll be surprised if this does not work. This looks right. It works. Okay, now we need to go back to it and get that thing out of that mannequin's mouth. What's creepy about that? The door just shuts automatically. I hate how that baby thing just chases all over the place. Any chance it got, it tries to take that chance to kill you. This is a very terrifying part of the game. This is like the most scary part of the game. Okay, we got that thing. Pull it right out of your mouth. It's like our character didn't even have a choice. It's like he was. It was like he was forced into doing this, and it's all because of Chris Redfield. Like, Chris Redfield failed bad. Like, Chris Redfield has failed miserably. What caused all this? Like, this gives you all the hints. Rose, best friend in the whole wide world. So yeah, let's get to reading this. This will be her best friend. She really likes this fertile fairy tale. The most important thing in the world to use. Oh, that's a tricky one. Wedding gift from grandma. Oh, wedding gift. That would be this. That would be that. That would be this. Ah, crap. Fully catch on with that. Proof of Resident Evil.3 love for me. Rose best friend. You know, she really likes this far. I do not think I have this all right. I know some of it's right, like that's right. Great Hill. She really likes this fairy tale. That's the book. Rose best friend in the world. Whole wide world. That one's the teddy bear. The most important thing in the world to use. Like, you don't use a baby. I swear, if it's using a baby, they're messed up. They are just as sick. You are sick. So apparently you catch on about using a baby? You should say the important thing to love. The important thing in my life. Not the important thing to use. She just said important thing in my life. Not like that. Thank you for the scissors, you dummy. Yeah. This is the kind of creepy things I love seeing in Resident Evil. So I love feeling the fear from Resident Evil. And then the phone goes off. Oh, wait till the phone goes off again. That door just opened. What's the point of getting access to that? But I got nothing out of it. Are you concerned these dolls are watching us? Like watching our every move? Oh, it's to open that door from the other side. That's what that's about. I just want to play this scary part. Oh, I know what the scissors are for. That's why we went in there. Get the scissors. To cut open her chest. Oh, we're gonna be waking up that baby thing. That works. Like, see, that's the kind of vibe what I like to see in the Resident Evil games. Where it just feels so haunting and chilling. It makes you wonder where that baby thing came from.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
And next is where you run into that thing. Oh my. I really hope that thing doesn't open doors. Oh. Oh my goodness. If it notices me and I'm good as dead. Oh my goodness. Oh heck.